Hello everyone, welcome back to the Financial Drive. How are you guys doing today? So, we are going to talk about emergency funds and how to build it in 30 days. An emergency fund is an essential part of a healthy financial plan. It can provide you with peace of mind and protect you from unexpected expenses. And in this video, I'll share with you my tips and strategies for building an emergency fund quickly. Number 1. Determine your emergency fund goals. First step in building an emergency fund is always determining how much you need to save. Typically, financial experts recommend saving at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. To calculate your emergency fund goal, add up your monthly expenses including bills, groceries, transportation, and any other essential expenses. Then you want to multiply that number by 3 or 6 depending on how much you want to save. Number 2. Cut back on your expenses. If you haven't watched my previous video on how to save money this year, I would highly suggest to go back and watch that video first. Look for areas where you can reduce your spending, such as eating out, entertainment, and shopping. Consider canceling subscriptions that you don't use regularly and reduce your grocery bill by meal prepping and shopping for generic brands. And yes, every dollar you save can be put towards your emergency fund. Number 3. Find extra sources of income. If you want to build your emergency fund quickly, consider finding additional sources of income like side hustles. This can include selling items you no longer needed, freelancing, or taking on a part-time job as well. Every dollar you earn can be put towards your emergency fund, as I already mentioned, and help you reach your goal faster. Fourth and most important, open a high-yield savings account. A high-yield savings account is a great place to store your emergency fund. These accounts typically offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts, helping your money grow faster. Look for a bank or credit union that offers a competitive interest rate and no annual fees. And fifth would be to set up automatic transfers to this account. To make saving for your emergency fund easier, consider setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. This way you won't have to think about saving each month, it will happen automatically. And yes, please prioritize your emergency fund. Finally, it's important to prioritize your emergency fund over other unnecessary and luxury expenses. While it may be tempting to use your emergency fund for non-emergency expenses such as a vacation or a new car, it's important to remember that your emergency fund is meant to protect you from your unexpected expenses. And lastly, as I always say, stay focused and motivated. Building an emergency fund can be very challenging, but it's important to stay focused and motivated at all times. Keep your emergency fund goal in mind and remember why you're saving money. Goal is what keeps you motivated. Celebrate your progress and reward yourself when you reach milestones such as saving your first $1,000. So there you have it, my tips and strategies for building an emergency fund in just 30 days. Remember, building an emergency fund takes time and effort, but trust me, it's worth it. With a solid emergency fund in place, you can rest easy knowing that you have prepared for whatever life throws your way. If you have any other tips and tricks for building an emergency fund, please share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.